don't shoot too often the full charge shot because you want to find out how often Homika is going to not only go for gravitational pull, but try to use Luma as a walk-up tactic to get buy-in. And one of the other things I said before was we're going to see a healthy dosage of Zair because that's a good way to poke at Luma and to poke at Rosalina early. Granted, we saw a very early attempt to try and get a spike already.
If they actually threw out that down air a little bit earlier, that was 100% a stock in like the first 10 seconds. sisqi's got to be very careful. Now, they kind of got a little lucky in that scenario, you know, just say, oh, hey, that was scary. Let's not do that again. And it can continue to play your game. But right now, Homika looking pretty good. Got that Luma on deck here. And that's going to be a huge factor, too, is that down B.
Exactly. And you see right there, using the tank hit. And then you see, like, Homika's just kind of walking. Like, okay, how do you behave after that? What do you do when Luma's gone? What are you going to do about this? And it's on, like, sisqi's the one who's going to be working from behind the entirety of this match. It's just the nature of this matchup because of how many things there are to stop projectiles. I think this first stage here for Battlefield is going to work very badly for sisqui because originally I was going to say very well, but on cue dies immediately, so I'm going to take that away.
Yeah, definitely a unfortunate scenario there, but I mean, it is what it is as we see sisqui get into their second stock, trying to find a way to even this up. But yeah, this is definitely a tough matchup for sure. And Homika looking very poised, ready to try and play this as best they can. If I remember correctly, going off of what we've seen for stats, this is their first offline facing, at least in a while.
This is going to be a banger, much like the song, by the way. Wins Marvel, baby, for those who know. This is already starting off very well because you see sisqui starting to make the adjustments. Now, this is a really good spot for sisqui. This is where you have to win. And he had the air dodge read too. He just air dodged down. But you have to win on ledge because, like we said before, against Rosalina, majority of what you're going to do is win against a very bad ledge option. But that neutral air is going to take it out there and get this game even.
I do like what sisqui tried there, right? So they fired the missile knowing that Homika was just going to absorb it and then fired the charge shot immediately afterwards. Granted, Homika did get the shield up in time, right? So, you know, they were able to survive. They were able to take that damage, so it is what it is. But it's the fact that sisqi's thinking. They're trying to find the best ways. They try and get this damage in. They try and use the projectiles, trying to find these punish options that they can. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out moving forward. Homika continues to just be an absolute menace here, just punishing sisqui for everything they try.
Yeah, and you see now, that was really good. Homika just stood still after the throw, waited for the jump to then approach. What? Oh, that should have been a back air. Like, it wouldn't have killed or anything, but he was looking for a back air to, like, keep stage position. Either way, though, 164, we've seen him live a long time in previous matches, too. He really needs to pull out that clutch factor right now to stay alive. It's not looking too hot for him so far.
That is active. What the? That down B is active. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it goes for a while. Okay. Didn't get sent too far off of that. That was a really good reversal there on the jump because the jump was gone in that spot. Now, wow. Oh my god, his mix-up game is really good. He's gone for like up throw or single hits, wait for the jump. And they keep changing up the timing and going for these aggressive airs and getting free damage. But Skip, this got all of a sudden a whole lot closer.
No, sisqi's starting to figure these things out. I mean, both these players are great at adapting on the fly, and as sets goes on, we've seen both of them make some crazy adaptations. And honestly, I know they're both in losers, but like there were some fairly close sets despite the scores. But here we go, man. We got a last stock situation on this game one. We've got a set in our hands for sure.
Absolutely. If there's one thing that you have to learn as a pure character specialist is, especially on characters who aren't like amongst the top 5, you are going to run into matchups that just seem extremely bad like that because you landed directly on top of forward smash from Luma. But you also have to know how to deal with it. Even though sisqui lost that first game, we saw a lot of really good adjustments from sisqui as the match went on. So this is once again just a telltale sign for me that we could be seeing a very long set here between these two, but really well played by Homika to get that first game.
That Luma, like, reached way out there.
They're swinging, bro. Like, Luma got hands. I want to see what the kill
is that glove they're wearing. I don't know.
Was it 96% on Dark Samus at that too?
Oh, look at that! Look at that fist. Dude, you know how fast Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 would have ended if Luma was just swinging on people?
Yo, I would have had to collect all those star bits if the Lumas just would have stood up.
Look at it, right? If the Lumas are just like Bowser, we've had enough of your crap. Like, they just start beating the hell out of them? Yeah.
Different timeline for that where that game exists, and I'm here for it. Oh wait, no, yeah, it's Smash.
Well, here we go on to Yoshi's story here. This is interesting because this is actually like a really good stage for Samus and Dark Samus.
Yeah, this is the stage we saw in that Orion set where we're like, why are you here? But then the Mario came up and it made sense. But like here against Rosa has to be forced to hug the wall, which guarantees easier ledge trap. And it's also incredibly good for Rosa to get early kills at the top, as we see almost one going up. You know what? Never mind.
Something about these Mario characters, man. They get you up to the top blast zone, and you're just like, that's it. I'm done.
This is the portal to previous iterations of the game. Like, this is how I can kill you at 10% again. We're like, right now, like, Homika is just built different. Just like completely does not believe in the idea of hiding away or fighting back. And also, one thing that does with that spike, we saw in that Orion set, how often did Sisqui camp that wall? And that just says absolutely no.
That was absolutely wild. Oh, okay, there we go. Gonna get on the board here, gonna even things up. Sisqui definitely letting us all know that they're still very much alive, but this stage pick definitely not in much of their favor as they probably initially were hoping. Homika has been performing very, very well so far, really maintaining their space, you know, controlling what they want of the stage. But Sisqui's starting to make a little bit of noise here. They do have the percentage lead.
Trying to get that, she's trying really hard to get that going. Wow, actually, that somehow only caught Luma. Like I thought Rosa was within range. Dude, the immediate this Luma violence needs to end. Trying to get the jump out of Sisqui. He does jump very early often there, so I like that idea behind that figure.
Homika just has no problem with Luma just getting beat up. Like, it's like, yes, my minion, take these hits.
I mean, Luma showed up at the last second at the wrong time and just got punched out immediately by that neutral. It was so good. I like the way Sisqui's kind of changed up his ledge pressure too. He's been going for a lot more like missiles off stage to force the gravitational pull to get in for free. And yeah, it doesn't work well. Don't get up and what are you doing? What?
Oh man.
So anyways, we're on last stock apiece because
the problem is, like, what other indicator did you need that this Luma was flying at you? It gives you a whole sound. You see Rosa stand in a position, so I'm gonna throw my child. I hope you're ready.
No, they can't cancel it. They can't do nothing. All right, so mistakes were made. Sisqui's gonna go for a downer on the next time that happens because he's very much trying to snipe the jump. But Sisqui, up.
Okay.
Center stage down here.
Yeah, Luma. Oh, Luma! She's saving the mama. Last possible second, but almost losing the stock as Homika in that scenario. All right, looks like they do have a little bit of time left on this stock once more. Woo! I forgot they had that.
That's for me. Oh, Luma coming touching him on the hitbox with that way in, because even with that free fall of up B, Luma can still fight. Now you have to watch out for the D-Sync. No, don't get from immediately because of the D-Sync. Exactly. Oh, up there might take it. And it's going to take it. And that is getting Sisqui a very ridiculously chaotic, almost Looney Tunes episode looking game number 2 here.
Oh man, there's so much weird stuff in that game, but the best part is just Rosalina's like cry as she's flying into the blast zone in the back, like the star KO.
Oh, no.
It's just oh no,
oh no.
Man, that was a game for sure. That was a fun game. Sisqui gonna be able to even this up. 1 game apiece going into a game 3 here. And it's relatively even. You know, Homika had a great game 1. Sisqui was able to answer back. Definitely after that initial stock that Homika took, the first stock in game 2, I thought maybe we were going to see another Homika W. But not Sisqui just finding a way to play through it.
In Smash Ultimate is like Rosa just canonically a mob boss because she just keeps sending out like the lackeys like over and over to take these hits from Samus. It's like, no, I'm not trying to go into this firefight. You don't take this hit from me. And that's really what we saw a lot of in that game too. The difference was we saw Sisqui was able to get those short hop pairs on the giant hitbox that is this very tall character. And it's working. Now Sisqui going to town and getting the sledge trap. Very early jump action. I'm surprised Homika got away with that.
I think this, ooh, okay, they were going for a read right there, wasn't able to get it, but I think Sisqui has found the rhythm that they want to be going with here when they're trying to be taking on Homika. It certainly seems to be working out for them so far, but I mean, it's still early game in game 3, but sometimes you need a game or 2 to really figure out how you want to start playing against a certain character.
And Homika just trying to keep that damage going here with the rapid jabs in center stage. No Luma. I still really like the way that, like, it keeps adjusting around when Luma is there. Wow, that back air. That back air is strong. That fair coming through. Oh, good delay. That was very good delay from Rosa, because in that spot, you're almost guaranteed to take that morphball at ledge and take the fair.
Oh, no, get that Luma out of here. Jeez, that Luma can really take a hit. You know that? I mean, I gotta hand it to them. They look like they're scrawny, but they know how to swing. They know how to survive. They know how to save.
Really do, man. It's an all-purpose team. We're gonna see them in some. Actually, we get to see them in some Mario Strikers soon. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Luma definitely first team all defense. You know, saving Rosalina from a couple charge shots in this set already, but not saving them from that one as we see the first stock disappear off the board here as Homika is starting to maybe fumble through the cracks here a little bit, but sisqui is really turning it up.
Yeah, no, sisqui just trying to keep a lead, but I think the least safe spot in bracket so far has been on top of Homika's shield, because the up smashes are always on cue. It's very few times when we've seen him miss the punish. Now he's just using grab pull, but for sisqui, there's no reason to approach here. Wait till you get rid of Luma.
Oh, well, they definitely separate the two of them, and that's kind of half the game plan. Oh, but you just kind of let them reunite, and now that might lead to your demise on this first stock here. What is the play from Homika? I guess it's take a hit from a missile.
Pretty much. I mean, sometimes you just get caught by him, so you get caught slipping. Rapid jab, because it's not Luma, will not kill here. That fair just missed. That was a surprise factor too, because we haven't seen it too often. But there we go. Not so much a surprise is that kill gonna get the one, get that off the top.
All right, well, there we go. A little bit of a charge shot trying to build up this damage just a little bit more. 82% on the second stock here. About 79% difference. Just continues to build up here. Look at this. sisqui is doing a great job now with these charge shot cancels and then going in with the Zair or going in for the grab immediately. And that's something that Homika can't exactly address because those aren't projectiles. They're just really far-reaching hitboxes.
Really, like, exactly. Like, right? Oh, wow. Okay, you know what? I was about to say we're going to see, like, a bit of a slower gameplay because we're reaching that 4-minute mark and, like, Homika's got to work a bit to get the recovery. Wow, you died at 83! You died at 83%! Never mind! This man is always scrapping! And he just died!
You got a little bit of that rage, and Luma knows how to pack a knuckle sandwich. That's what it really comes down to, okay? If you want a good sandwich, come on down to Luma's Deli. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, pause real quick. Somebody please, artists in chat, I know one of y'all's in here, please make a picture of Luma's Deli putting up that same type of, like, that twist in the air for the... So, now, sisqui looking at what could be a 2-game loss, a 2-1 deficit, because he's looking for that down air. Up smash at ledge, no, just goes for F tilt to keep his position. But this has been so good, dash attack's still not enough.
Ooh, okay, but there we go. sisqui trying to find a way in with that forward air a little bit. I mean, and this is starting to get a little terrifying. You had such a great lead, and it just turned into one instance of Homika getting that forward smash, and now all of a sudden, you're potentially facing losing this game 3. This is terrifying, and there it goes.
Wow, up air off the top, gonna take it out. sisqui, I think that game 3 was the best example of why this matchup is annoying for Samus. Because how many times did we see sisqui try to set up pressure with charge shots, but he couldn't, so he was forced to approach, and because he had to approach on short hop, it made it easier for the Homika to not only find the up smashes, but a lot of grabs like we saw at that ledge. And then just every time on last stock, he just kept controlling him. Much like this, he baits the jump. sisqui has a big jump habit in that early disadvantage state, and he got punished for it. I think stage pick is going to matter so much because you need a wide stage, which is why they're kind of alluding to the Pokemon CM2. That's what we're going to get. I still think we get game 5 skip, but I think it's going to be a very hard-fought game 4 coming up next.
It's going to be a very hard fought, but, like, we can't count out sisqui, man. They're just so strong in general, like... Excuse me, just a very strong player, but this is going to be very tough. Very, very tough for both players moving on, but Homika is very, very close to just shutting this down. I mean, sisqui, they got to get something going here. I don't know what they need to do exactly, because you can do all your mix-up all you want, but like with the charge shot, right, that you were talking about, either it's going to get absorbed or Luma's taking the charge shot straight up. So like half these charge shots, actually more than half these charge shots, are really like almost non-factors, and it's because of two gimmicks that Rosalina has.
Yeah, and the only thing that actually keeps, like, the literal one saving grace that keeps this matchup relatively even is because of the fact that it's very easy to lead trap Rosa, and it's very easy to connect on Rosa on shield pressure because of how big she is and how bad her ledge, like, how bad she is from ledge. So, this is still very doable from sisqui. If he can continue to get this, we'll get this here. These morph balls keeps her stuck. Free grab, free punish, and now you rinse repeat that. You get that downer! First stock, and sisqui sends a message already.
Oh my goodness, and this is exactly what I want to see from sisqui. I want them to come out here after a devastating loss. I want them to start whooping some ass. I want them to start kicking some names, and that was a huge way to start it out here. Almost got caught in a bad scenario losing a stock, but going to be able to stay alive. But Homika still on the offensive, looking for a way to close this out.
Yeah, this is jump skip. Yeah, he was forced to have to go. He had the morph ball jump there, and Homika saw it and never backed off because he knew he stepped the jump. But that's also Homika's jump. Homika's jump here. What do you do? They're scrapping after what was a dominant stock from sisqui to start.
Ajax, you had a heavy accent come out there for a little bit. You said he never backed off. I just want to point that out. That was strong.
Hey, look, man, it's because I've been to Luma's deli, all right?
Yeah, I just said I mentioned the deli, and it really just starts coming out of you. You know what I'm saying? But either way, as we move forward here, Homika being able to answer back that early stock the way they did was just absolutely fantastic. This is going to be very scary for both players moving on. As you can see, only 5%, 11%, excuse me. Now the difference between them.
I love that. I'm sorry. That Nair interaction was so funny because Luma went to the right, Rosa went to the left, sisqui went up. Like, this really is just a representation of really how like insane this match is, and that up tilt finally connects. I don't think sisqui keeps this stock for long though. He's about to lose it right now.
Yeah, it's definitely a potential factor here. Okay, there we go. We get the down air off the ledge. Tough spot to be in. All right, we're not going to see the forward smash connect. All right, that could have been a bad spot. Trying to find a way out there to create some havoc, disrupt the recovery option here. Man, I do not want to be in this scenario if I'm sisqui. This is terrifying, but finds a way through with the dash attack.
Absolutely not. You do not want to get stuck there, and all the up smash comes through. Homika has only taken 11%. He's gonna find the ledge trap. He just misses the downer because it just missed, but the Luma coming through, stopping him. The no punish with the fair there either. This is... sisqui could not have asked for better situations to happen because he should have lost the stock like 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, it just comes down to Homika just barely missing out in some of these scenarios. Ooh, that was terrifying. Ajax, sisqui almost going for the game ender there, and it was very close to happening too.
Skip, this has been so nuts. sisqui is doing everything in his power to get this to a game 5, but Homika almost getting the ledge trap. He's gone for up smash a lot there. He goes for it again, and he gets thrown to the ledge. This could be sisqui getting a good read on the air dodge. He does. Does he get the ledge trap though? We've seen it successful 3 times so far.
All right. Oh, ledge trap scenario. What happens here? Goes for the jab 1-2 once again. They are the bravest Samus of all time. There is no Samus more brave than sisqui, and that is fact.
Oh, that was beautiful. Using the instant charge. And then you know, rise up. Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? This is my stage, and this is my game as we get a game number 5.
That was gross. Like, what was that? That was crazy, but hey, just some good stuff there. I do like the fact that, like, one of the charge shots you really need to close out a game is just the one where you catch a recovering high. And I mean, Homika, we've seen a few times already. Homika likes to recover high onto stage. Sometimes as a mix-up, but we've seen a lot of times that's been punished. sisqui's one of them. We didn't see any punishes from Mr. E, really. We saw a couple attempts, but it really came down to like EMAS. Like, EMAS tore those up half the time. So Homika's gonna need to be a little bit more careful as we get to this game 5 here.
Yeah, this is going to matter so much. We might see some very similar gameplay style to what happened with that mystery set, where both players, like the moment first stock was taken, they kind of chilled a bit so they can hold the lead. But I think that sisqui's change-ups on burst have been extremely impressive. You're not normally used to seeing a Samus who's able to navigate around shield like the way he does, but I also really like his change-ups on forcing air dodge baits. And we are, in fact, not camping at all. We have Smashville here for game number 5, Skip.
I don't know who told you you can't camp on Smashville. I don't know who told you that, but they're lying.
They are scrapping here. They are already...
No, they are certainly scrapping, but you can certainly camp here. That is fact. Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, what do you do? All right, he keeps trying to go for these early high recoveries, and he's sticking 91% borderline unanswered. Like, that 7% was from a trade.
Yeah, okay, but there we go. Gets the dash attack, but, I mean, dash attack kind of got through with a little bit of luck because that that grab didn't actually go through. But is that a stock? sisqui.
Dude, his option coverage is insane right now. We saw shades of it in game 4 where he was covering with double-sided neutral air and then retreating back to then go in with dash attack to not only cover spot dodge, but cover a roll. He did it again here, and it's working beautifully. And that, it just shows his confidence against Luma right now. But also, every time Homika loses a stock, he gets it back immediately. Why did you didn't die that time, but please stop moving as soon as Luma shows up on the charge.
Oh, geez. Uh-oh. This is going to be a tough spot to be in. All right, goes for the up tilt. Not able to find it. That can two-frame, if I remember correctly, but they were certainly trying to put this pressure down on Homika. Homika going straight up for the up smash right there, trying to get something going. But, man, sisqui is playing like a man possessed in this game 5. This is a much different level than what we've seen this whole set so far.
Absolutely. Let's see if Homika can actually get the kill here on the side. Using the... Oh, that was so good. That was so good. He used star bits to the other side as like a bait because you're at 73%, right? You don't die if you get hit. So you force an option out of him and you give him the idea that maybe you're going for a back here. But instead, he closes it out after using that. That was very smart from Homika.
Oh, there we go. A weird scenario. We got Luma on deck. Okay, the dash attack will send them off stage. We got sisqui trying to build more damage up here. Already at 106. Potentially trying to take a stock before Luma can come back. The charge shot to get things started. Doesn't follow up with anything, though.
Oh, look, good drift there to somehow avoid that punish, because that was a big opener Homika needed to get some damage on. Now 138%. Like, not even a full charge shot will take him out off the sides there. Like, 3... Wow, that just missed.
Yeah, that's just some unfortunate spacing, but I mean, just a little bit closer, sisqui would have got that. But either way, getting the KO, excuse me, to be able to take a nice lead here in this game 5. Homika is in a lot of trouble, Ajax. If I can be honest here, this is not looking too good.
Yeah, Homika is looking for a Nair combo starter really bad right now. That's what's gonna get you your big damage. But does get the drift in with the rapid jabs, trying to force a ledge trap, reverse it, and Nair could have covered spot dodge. I like the idea, but you need to get in early gimp. We've seen that be the kind of the answer from Homika every time. Dash attack will at least give him some damage, and sisqui is bleeding a little bit, but he finally gets the throw.
And we got a nearly full charge shot here, so this is going to be interesting to see. Okay, well, there it goes. Just getting that Luma out of the way for a little bit so you can grab Mom, I guess.
Oh my goodness, this is like, and you see now he's like kind of changing it up. That double hit of Nair is putting in so much work. Second hit of jab actually doing work and getting rid of Luma, forcing the air dodge, dash attack coming through. sisqui is looking like he might move forward. Tries to go for the same mix-up as we saw before with the back here. Homika not falling for it that time.
Yeah, I think this set might be over. Gets Luma out of there for another 7 seconds. But Homika trying to find a way to even this up. They got to dig deep because this is not looking good right now. Tries to get a Nair follow-up from the recovery to stage from sisqui. This is gonna be so dangerous.
This is so scary because you can't commit to an up smash right now. Up smash leads to potential KO, so you need sisqui to make a bad decision on shield first. Luma coming through though. Can you get the ledge up? You get the multiple jabs. Not gonna get him at the ledge. Do you jump off? And no, he does not get him, and he still gets the up smash. 119% still on Homika, but there's a chance for him to get back in. That's a big fair though. That could be it, and that is indeed gonna be it as sisqui takes it out. And you see Homika putting his hands in his head, his head in his hands because he was stressed about it. Just so close to taking the W here, Skiff, but sisqui moves forward.
Honestly, Homika shouldn't feel bad about anything. They had an amazing run today, getting 4th place in a tournament as stacked as this. I mean, you see some of the names that didn't make the top 8, right? You realize that this tournament is incredibly talented. So getting 4th place here, I mean, we all want to go further in bracket, that's for sure, but definitely hold your head high, kid. You played amazing today, but we're going to be seeing sisqui taking on Flo in losers finals, and both of them, oh, this is a rematch from winner's side of top 8 earlier, where Flo, I'm not saying Flo got lucky, but there was